I was just reading through this thread. I was like, bro, bruv, bruv, love. Oh shoot, let me switch categories real quick since I mean it's gonna be like a real quick. Well, ish by my standards. Bro, just chatting. There we go. Boom. Up a date two. Up who? A date two. Okay, let me see. Is my face in the way? Is my face in thy way? I might have to. Okay, let me see. What happens if we full screen this? Full screen. Full screenage. Oh, it's actually perfect. Okay, it actually is not in the way at all. Okay, now the only question is how do I scroll through thy pictures? Is it with the arrow key? No, it's not. um, wait, what? Bro, how does this work? Visual search. More options. Hide always. No, 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 no. I am not trying to hide always. Oh, 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 I see, I see, I see, I see. Okay, okay. So we click okay, but this okay, 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 okay. I got it. Understood. Understood. Okay, okay. So I came across this story on thy Reddit verse. Um, so I guess we'll just read through it, yeah, because I mean we're kind of chilling. I just finished eating. I don't need to jump into the game immediately, right? You know there is no need for the game's not going anywhere, right? Hold on. Did I properly pause this? Okay, I did. Just had to make sure. Okay. But yeah, the game's not going anywhere, so you know we'll get back into Steel Rising in a little bit. But I want to read through this first because this piqued my interest. I'm stupid, but we've been known. Okay. So let's see. Okay, girlfriend of uh, wow, I almost said girlfriend of 20 years. Dang, bro, girlfriend. Yo, imagine girlfriend of 20 years. Ain't no way. Like y'all ain't getting married and 20 years later. No shot, bro. Yo, it probably be like that low key for like a few couples, not that many, but a few. Girlfriend of 20 years. No, okay, his girlfriend is 20 years old. Okay, more revealing bikini with her friend, a 26-year-old male, than with me, a 21-year-old male. Dang, bro, this he's in the trenches. He's like, no, he's like, I'm finished. I'm finished. Hey, she wearing the freaking itty bitty bikini with her guy friend. Hey, he's finished. but, but anyways, okay. The title pretty much sums it up. We live about an hour from the beach. One or two times an hour on the beach. You only go twice a month. Dang, bro. My God, I'm not honestly though. I'm me personally. I am not a beach person. Hey, I'm the type of guy. Hey, if I'm on the beach, hey, you're gonna see me in some shoes, bro. Some J's, bro. Uh, yeah, I am not a beach person, bro. I don't like the feeling of sand. Uh, it's not for me. The beach is not for me. Straight up. I don't. Not my thing. It's whatever. But anyways, um, U bikinis that she wears pretty nice in his opinion. Wow, opinion. Cannot relate. Hey, I don't have opinions. I have factual statements. Okay, a few days ago, her friend invited her to the beach while I was at work, and she said yes. Wow, that says a lot about you. No, no. Okay, now I need. Okay, focus up, focus up, focus up. Okay. A few days ago, her friend invited her to the beach while I was at work. She told me about it, and I didn't have an issue. I know her friend; he's an awesome guy, but she told me she needed to get a new bikini on the way. Wow, why does she need a new bikini? I didn't think much of it, but then I saw the photos of them on our IG, and the bikini was extremely revealing. Dang, bro. Like, it makes you wonder, like, like what type of bikinis was she wearing before, and then what did she wear, during that day? But we do not have that information. I barely covered anything up. I confronted her about it, and then she acted dumb and said I was overreacting, but she never wore anything that revealing around me. Is there something to it? Or am I just reaching like she said? Dang, bro. She said he was reaching. She said he was reaching. Oh my gosh, in Hades, bro. Okay, so I think now we're getting into the so this is the person's story, right? And now we are getting into comments. Yes, and so now these are the comments now. Okay, everyone on Reddit wants the guy to be fine with a woman being a cheating harlot. Wearing an especially skimpy bikini around a different dude is something it's normal to be unhappy with. Posting pics is an easy way to pretend like it's innocent and transparent, even if it isn't. Some people even want to rub being unfaithful in your face and act like you're insecure for having a problem with it since you didn't walk in on them actually doing anything, so you didn't actually catch them cheating. Someone who's loyal doesn't need additional male attention, which is why you'd buy a new skimpy bikini to hang out uh, to hang out with a friend at the beach. And then I think, yeah, so you can't really see it, but on right here you can see minus 108. I was like, you can barely see the minus. I was like, dang, bro, dang. Oh man, oh for me I can't really see it because I have this yellow bar in the way, but for y'all, yeah, so y'all can like barely see that minus right there. But I was like, dang, minus 108. Yo, hey, he pissed people off with this comment, bro. Dang, bro. He said every. But I mean, but low key though. I mean, low key. I mean, hey, bro, hey, bro. I was just thinking to myself when I was reading this all day. I was like, yo, like this guy's spitting, yo, like, yo, and like low key, you can tell he's spitting because of just having like, bro, people. Okay, not in every scenario where you say something and people get pissed at it doesn't make it true. But man, in some scenarios though, like when you say something and it's got people feeling the type of way, hey bro, there sometimes not definitely not all the time. Definitely not all the time. But sometimes, bro, they got people feeling a certain way, hey, there might be some truth to it. Maybe. And and we've talked about this before on stream, man. Like the cap on the app, bro. Like people be acting like certain things are normal, when in reality it's not. And the same people that be acting like this or that is normal, like they the same ones out here probably cheating or whatever the case, right? And then I mean, like, yo, I mean, seriously, bro, like, low key, this person is spitting, like, I mean, obviously, okay, one thing in fairness, right, is that, yeah, I mean, everybody has their own, what's the word, uh, you know, insecurities or things that they're okay with, things that they're not okay with, blah, 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 blah. Like, everyone has their own stuff, right? Like, whether it's an insecurity or whatever the case. And in fairness, not everybody is out here just freaking, willy nilly cheating, right? Not everyone's like that, right? But there's definitely people who do be cheated. This is something that definitely applies to some people, right? But they will like try to post it. Like I mean, like this is a thing that's definitely happened to some people. I mean, and if we're to get like minus 108, I mean that's crazy. It's like this guy wasn't lying at all. Now, I mean, it might not be the situation for universally all cases, right? But it's definitely a thing, where people will just post and whatever the case, and like they'll try to make it seem normal for them to be hanging out with whoever and then and then boom, they go behind your back, like the Bleach sneak attack, and they're freaking hooking up, with so and so, and then now you're the fool coming to Reddit, crying and relationship advice, threads, whatever. Comment, oh my gosh, she cheated on me, blah 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 blah. What am I supposed to do? Blah 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 blah. And it's like, I mean, you shouldn't have been listening to some of the people, trying to tell you, oh, you're just being insecure and whatever. Right? So I mean, like this person, I mean, they spit in some factual statements. It's like, why? I was like, man, like, why is this getting minus 108? And then, okay, what's here? Okay, she probably did it for his attention. It's an ego boost for her. People do this stuff all the time. Don't be surprised if it turns out she's not the loyal type. The kind of behavior is a precursor to cheating, or she could have low self-esteem, hence the need to ego boost. The way dismissive of your feelings, which doesn't bode well for a relationship, can make someone care about your feelings. You either accept her for who she is, or you move on to someone that suits you better and whose morals and values more align with you. And then -7, I'm like, what? Like this sentence right here is 100% facts. Like no matter the situation. Like this right here, like from this point down, is 100% facts. Like you cannot. It's real talk. You cannot make a person, accept you, or whatever the case. All you can do is either, you either you're either cool with it, right, or you move on to find someone who fits you better. It's that simple. I'm like, and this is getting -7. I'm like, for what? Like, why are people so, so like so mad at this statement? Nah, but nah, like these gotta be like, like the cap on the app, bro. Like these, like I said, these gotta be the people who like low key, probably like out here cheating or whatever the case, bro. Because why would you downvote this statement when it's true? Like, why would you downvote that? Like, you either accept someone for who they are, or you move on to find someone who fits you better. And I mean, like that's. I mean, it's as simple as that. Right, right. Like like that's how it is universally. Like there's no arguing that whatsoever. And this is getting down, but I'm like, bro, like, like, hey, like these two comments really be pissing people off, but it's like, for what? It's for what, bro? And then types of opposite friends, you want them, but they don't want you. They want you, but you don't want them. You both want each other, blah, 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 blah. One of you is the other's safe backup. -4. Like, what is -4? Like, I mean, now, okay, like, in front, okay, this one is, is probably assuming, not even probably, definitely assuming, that the sexualities line up. Oh, I don't know. Oh, y'all might not even be able to see that. Wait. Well, I mean, you can see right here types of opposite gender friends. Right. I'm just, bro. Like I'm just like, bro. What is with these minuses? Like, why are people so? Uh, like, why are people so pissed at these statements? I mean, in fairness, I mean, -4 is only like a few people. Literally, it's only a few people, but still. But that -108 was like, dang, bro. This guy pissed off hella people for what? But I mean, they're not really wrong. I mean, like that's how the friend zone works. Like that's literally how the friend zone works. I mean, it's like someone is like, I mean, either y'all are attracted to each other, or there's some some friend zoning going on, right? And the only way where it's the only what's the word I'm looking for? Exception to this, right? Is situations where most likely the sexuality doesn't really line up, type stuff. But I mean, most cases, it be like this. Like for real, like in most cases, it be like this, bro. It's like either you like someone, someone wants somebody. In most cases, not in all cases, maybe not in all cases, right? But in most cases, right? Like I said, like if the sexuality is lining up, in most cases, it's like, bro, like someone wants someone. Who is that person? Who knows? Right, right. But someone. And then, yo, this one was funny. You really gave permission to your girl to go with another guy to the beach alone while wearing a bikini? I think uh, what she wore should be the last of your worries. This guy's finished, bro. He's finished. I was like, no, the last of his worries. Ain't no way. This guy's finished. But I mean, like, how do I put it? Well, okay. It's. I mean, it's like can't speak. He's finished. Um, how do I put it, bro? I mean, this person makes a pretty good point. This guy's finished. Yeah, yeah. He's done for, bro. You gave permission to your girl to go with another guy to the beach. Hey, bro. Okay, only minus one though. So people are like, okay. I mean, some people are probably, maybe he kind of has a point. Yo, it's like, yo, but who are these down voters, bro? Who are they? Yo, I mean, it's a real talk though. I mean, like that's it. Like, I mean, it goes back to this one, bro. It's like, what's with this? Oh, not this one. Question this one. It's like, what's with this minus 108? like, like these people are spitting facts, and this is getting hate. I mean, now like the hate's gone down little by little by little by little, but still, it's like, bro, they're spitting facts, bro, and people acting like it isn't. But yo, that's the thing, bro. Like if you well, I mean, it's two sides of the same. Yeah, yeah, it's two sides of the same coin, right? Is that technically at the end of the day, I mean, these are people on Reddit giving him good advice, right? But there's a whole bunch of haters that would be giving him bad advice, and either way, he's going to Reddit for advice, and it's like you listen, I mean, you listen to one side of the advice, whichever that side is, right? I mean, hey, you might find yourself in the trenches. But yeah, I mean, seriously though, I mean, so far, like, none of these people said anything that was freaking, um, that was wrong, right? Maybe these things might not apply to, it might not have a universal application, right? It might not apply to all 100% of cases, but it definitely applies to a good chunk, right now, because there definitely be people, just like this person said, hey, pretending everything is all innocent and blah 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 blah, and then you out here listening to Reddit, calling you listening to some people on Reddit. Obviously, clearly not everybody on Reddit is Mr. Fake, thank goodness. But you listen to the people who just be the cap on the app for whatever reason, right? Trying to call you insecure, and you're gonna end up crying about your girl cheating on you, after after however long, because you were just trying to not trying not to be Mr. Insecure, and then letting whatever go down, and then boom, boom. It's all downhill from there. But yo, this though, man, hey, you let your girl go to the beach alone while wearing a bikini. Okay, well, fairness, I mean, what else is she gonna wear at the beach? Right, like she's not gonna wear anything else at the beach. But yeah, I mean, like your girl going with another dude to the beach. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that one either. I, I don't know about that one either. Oh, but then this was like, boom, like so it's simple. Like, like this person was spinning facts. Like, don't be in committed relationships. Okay, screw you over and sleep soundly, right? Work on yourself, be a bachelor. You don't need to be insecure or paranoid if you have no one to worry about. I mean, okay, it's like this part's true. But I mean, obviously, not all girls are, going to be screwing over their boyfriends, blah, 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 blah. But it's like this part's true. It's like, hey, work on yourself. You don't need to be insecure or paranoid if you have no one to worry about. That's true, right? Only have the friends with benefits. You'll be a happier person. This would be a dumbable offense for me. Okay, I mean, that's fair for him to feel that way. Reason, it's not cool to buy a really revealing bikini, hang out with a guy by yourself at a beach. I don't care what any of these these hens. I don't know why he started calling them hens, but his words, not mine. Had to say about trust and confidence and blah 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 blah. Okay, these would definitely be my words. Blah 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 blah. You know what's respectful in a relationship and what isn't. I don't care how pretty you wanted to look and whether it was for yourself or not validation, and whether it's for yourself or not validation from men or not. You know what the Hades you were doing. Hens tend to stick together, so of course they're going to call you the problem. Then you started, he just started like attacking women, like, hey, these hens. Like, I've never heard them being called hens before. These hens, hey, his words, not mine. But but this part up here, I do agree with. Like just don't like this sentence and then jump to this sentence, right? Hey, just don't be in a committed relationship. Yeah, it's that simple, right? It's that simple. Like, don't be in a committed. Like, if it's like this is good advice, and then okay, this guy probably got downvoted because of calling women hens. That's probably what this downvote comes from. But other than calling women hens, right? It's like for the most part, he was spot on. For the most part, it's like, bro. I mean, it's genuinely some real talk. It's like, hey, like you're not gonna, like, there's no need for you to be like, if you're gonna be insecure or whatever the case about it. If like if someone's crossing the boundaries that you're not cool with, it's like, hey, just don't be in a relationship. Right, because then if they're just your friend with the beneficial factors, then you're not even gonna worry about her going to the beach with some other dude. It's like, oh, bro, she's just a friend. Like and then she just whatever. But hey, she gonna do her. It's whatever. You're not even gonna like think twice about it. Or maybe you might think twice about it, but you won't be thinking three times about it. Right? Like, maybe depending on how your brain works, you might still think twice about it. But for the most part, you just be like, oh, she's just whatever. All right, and then you'll be chilling. So it's like this person. I mean, he's not wrong about this sentence. Like, no need to be insecure if you just focus on yourself. You're chilling, which is true in life. Like, if you just worry about yourself, you're chilling. Well, unless, I mean, you're down horrendous, then then you're not chilling. But you get the point. You get the point, though. But then like some of these comments, bro, was like, bro, I like the one guy saying to just have friends with L, like he has a choice. Like why are they clowning the dude for saying, hey, just have friends with benefits? Like, like what? What you mean? None of these guys have ever been in a serious relationship? What? Ain't no way. The only thing missing is stay real king. Bro, why are they hating on these dudes just giving solid advice? and and then but like none of them have like none of these people are just saying, oh, they haven't been in a relationship before, blah 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 blah. But it's like none of them are like saying where these guys went wrong. Okay, where did these dudes go wrong with their advice? It's like, dang, bro, like they getting cooked for what? Oh, but yeah. And then this person was just saying, I've never been in a relationship before, so people ask me, I just say, hey, I can't give you advice. Never struggle to tell them how sorry I am, but I can't tell you anything of substance. Blah 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 blah. She'll ask me when she gets home, what I think of clothes. That's about as far as I worry about what my wife wears. Issue with body image. Okay, as someone who's had a lifelong friendship with someone of the opposite gender, or is it? Who knows? I know it's a hard concept for yo. Dang, what is this? Just calling them incels? Dang, bro, to wrap their mind around. But sometimes people can be friends with each other, not having any physical or romantic attraction to them. Okay, okay, okay. But here's the thing, though, with this person's statement: how do they know that their friend of the opposite gender doesn't have any physical or romantic attraction to them? How do they know? Like, they could. This person could just be, Mr. Oblivious, as far as we know, or Mrs. Oblivious, whatever they are. Actually, I don't really care. uh, but for real though, I mean, like, no, like that is some real talk. They could just be oblivious. I'm the only woman in an office full of guys. I did not read this comment. I have been very good friends with one of them for more than a decade. We know each other's families. The personal crab, my divorce, his mother's passing, and are more like siblings than anything else. Every other guy in the office assumes we're sleeping together and have been for years. It's well past the point of this isn't fun anymore. Funny anymore, and into the realm of seriously, what is wrong with you, troglodytes? I finally realized that they don't understand how a friendship is possible. They don't understand the concept of speaking to a woman unless you need something from her. I need to, gosh, I'm running out of breath. Okay, I need to have her do some work. I guess I'll talk to her. I want to try and look down her. Oh, I'll pretend to listen to some random subject, but all of it is a means to a selfish end because they are not people with fulfilling lives. You should be interested in knowing they're there for my amusement only when I'm in the mood for it. She kind of lost me with that last sentence. I was like, but I think I see what she's saying. But once again, though, right? It's like she could feel like okay, he's just a. Once again, it goes back to like this first person, and it's like technically okay. I mean, that's if she feel like he's just a cool guy to vent to. That's fine, right? But who is to say though that the dude she's talking to, I guess we kind of have to assume, assuming sexuality lines up, because I mean, which is like an assumption that you cannot always make. But for real, I mean, it's like assuming it lines up is like not for real though. It's like who's to say though that it's like he is not attracted to her, and then he's just like he's just just hoping. He's like, one of these days, please, one of these days. I mean, you never know. Just like this one, I mean, it's like, I mean, you could be thinking, she's just a cool, she like a sister to you or whatever the case. But I mean, in her mind, she could just be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Cause that is genuinely a thing, bro. I mean, you see it. I remember seeing it all the time back in the school days, all the time, bro. Like he's like a dude will just be down atrocious for a girl, right? And I mean, literally just down atrocious, and they will just be that girl's friend till the end of time, right? Well, I mean, maybe nowadays, it's not like that for those friends that I'm thinking of, right? But back then, though, I mean, like they literally would just have been that girl's friend till the end of time just for like a chance, just for a chance, to get a date or something, whatever the case, right? And I mean, and those girls never, never saw the dude like that. I mean, who knows if maybe if they eventually did or not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't keep contact with them anymore. But um, so who knows what happened, bro? But I just remember it's like, man, like for the I mean they would just be there. I mean, like I'm talking, pick up her, pick up her backpack, carry things for her, carry her books, walk with her to class, all that type of stuff, bro. And they, I mean, like clearly, to all the other homies, is like, okay, hey, like this brother is down atrocious, right? He is down atrocious, right? But maybe to the girl, she might just be thinking, oh, this guy's like a brother to me, blah 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 blah. Who knows what these people are thinking? You only know what you're thinking, right? You only know what you're thinking. But it's like, hey, you could just tell. It's like, hey, the homie's down atrocious, right? So that's the thing. It's like, I mean, these people could just be thinking, oh, this guy is just he's just a really nice guy to vent to, right? Whatever the case, who knows, right? Now, I mean, in some cases, I mean, it can, it can be just like legitimately platonic, right? In some cases, it can for sure be legitimately platonic, right? But I mean, like, I mean that does happen here and there, right? And by yeah, legitimately platonic as in platonic on both sides, right? Like even if both of them are even if both those sexualities line up together, all that type of stuff, right? But I mean, it is definitely though it's cap on the app to act like that more often than not. Someone has an attraction for someone. I mean, it's cap on the app to act like that's not the case, right? And once again, like I said, I mean, it's like okay, look, it's like okay, so you don't feel anything for him, right? That's fair, but but I mean, you might have no idea of how he feels about you. Well, which is the thing, right? And then on top of that too, like a lot of people be lying to themselves, bro. A lot of people be lying to themselves about whether or not someone is interested in them or whatever the case. A lot of people be lying to themselves about that type of stuff. So that's the thing, it's like, okay, sure, because I mean, at the end of the day, anything is possible, right? So yeah, it is possible for them to be legitimate platonic friends, but neither one of them feels anything for the other, because anything's possible. But at the same time too though, it's like, hey, it's like what are the chances? Right? Anything, hey, it's like it's possible to get struck by lightning, but what are the chances? It happens to some people, but it's thank goodness it does not happen to everybody. All right, so yeah, it's kind of like, it's like that, right? It's like, hey, it's like what are the chances of getting struck by lightning? I mean, try to win the lottery with those same chances. So it's like what are the chances of winning the lottery, right? So it's just like that. Like, I mean, there's some things that are just that have anything is possible, but there's things that just have a very 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 little chance. And I mean, I'm really hoping I did not just jinx myself into getting struck by lightning. If I get struck by lightning, I better get superpowers from it, straight up. I better get some superpowers if I get struck by lightning, for real. Hey, I need to get like the Black Adam powers. That's what I need. If I get struck by lightning, shoot, hey, give me the Black Adam powers, for real. But yeah, like that's the thing. So What I find amusing about the list is it's possible to be friends with someone without being attracted to them. It's just somehow possible for both parties to feel that way at the same time. I mean, not as possible, but it's like it's very, very unlikely. Like someone is most likely attracted to someone, unless y'all sexuality, just doesn't line up. But it's like, I mean, that list is clearly in the assumption that okay, it's like it's a straight guy and a straight girl being friends. No, okay, here's the thing. Okay, some of few female friends who moved any one of them was the furthest thing from my mind. It's like so one of the boys at that point. I just never do it. So yeah, this list is total. Nah, see, nah, like see, this is the problem, bro. It's like people have, people have only their point of view. They're like, oh man, I would never sleep with like they're like nothing about this statement debunks that friendship list, which was yeah right here. Nothing about that statement debunks this. It's like, hey, I would never sleep with one of my female friends. It's like okay, then you uh then it could just be they want you but you don't want them. Like nothing about that person's statement debunks that. Like seriously, so that's the thing. It's like bro, like these people are they're like trashing these comments, but it's like bro, like you're not debunking any of them. Like you can literally just fall into the category of they want you but you don't want them. Straight up, straight up, bro, straight up. So that's the thing, bro. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if any of these are interesting. What's this? This guy gotta stop thinking that male attention has the value they think it does. Male attention is a ridiculously easy commodity to obtain. Men are just throwing that stuff away. Women do not have to do anything special or go out of their way to get it, so stop thinking they're plotting and scheming for it. Okay, that's a fair point. Yeah, I mean that this is a fair point. Women don't have to do anything special to get male attention. I mean, they can walk down the street and they get plenty of it. Sometimes to a point that they don't want it. That's a 100% fair statement. Pure projection on a man's part. Spend all their time trying to get women's attention. They find women's attention validating and an ego boost. So they think women must feel the same way. Meanwhile, most women actually actively try to reduce the amount they get. Well, I mean, this is like a partly true, but in some cases partly false. But in some cases partly true. Right, like I just said, I mean, there's definitely some women who, I mean, like they, they get where was it? Oh, right here. They don't have to do anything special, or go out of their way to get it. So stop. Yeah. There's definitely women who, I mean, they get too much, to the point that they are uncomfortable with it, right? Um, but but okay, this part though is kind of false. Is like because it's this. I mean, like men and women are way more similar than people give credit for. Like way more similar than people give credit for. So that's the thing. Like this part is true, but this part is definitely false. Like they spend all the time trying to get women's attention, to find women's attention. Okay, well, this part up until this sentence, yeah. This part is true as well, right? This part, they spend all their time trying to get women's attention. This part is a bit false, but this part is definitely true. It's definitely true. Yeah. Some that can definitely be true. That can definitely be an ego boost. Go show. But ultimately, though, ultimately, I mean, how do I put it? How do I put it? It's almost like a it's not even a coin. It's kind of like a dice, right? Like there's multiple sides of of a dice, right? And I mean ultimately it's like okay, like just in general, I think for all people, yeah, for all people, dressing nice, right? Like you do it for yourself, right? You do it for yourself because you look in the mirror like, dang, I look good, right? But it's definitely a cherry on top if your homies are like, dang, bro, you looking clean, and if the people you're attracted to are like, dang, you looking good, right? Like, yeah, like it's a cherry on top. Like you dress nice because you look in the mirror, you're like, man, I look good, right? But when people that you like compliment you for your looks, it's a cherry on top. People you don't like compliment your looks, you don't really care. But people that you like compliment your looks, whether they're your homies or whether they're some person that you have a crush on, blah 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 blah, it's a cherry on top. So that's the thing, right? I mean, it goes both ways. So it's like this whole like, oh, like women don't have to do anything special, but guys are just chasing it all day long, and not exactly. Like it goes both ways because there's also dudes too that don't have to do anything at all. Like and they get plenty of attention or whatever the case. I mean it goes both ways. It goes both ways. So that's the thing. This stuff goes both ways. Uh, but says all these dealt multiple points of sight. Trudging through all this down multiple points of psychic, seriously, she committed the unholy crime of buying a swimsuit and hanging out with a buddy. What is this psychic damage? This is fake psychic damage. What are we what? What is going on? Um but what I don't understand is like why are like people so men who are what? I have no idea what that's about. The permission comment is so disgusting. I mean, they all are, but if you think anyone needs their partner's permission for something, excuse me, you're a psycho. What? That does not make any sense at all. I mean, I mean, a grown person is gonna do whatever they want to do, right? But if you have a partner, I mean, you it's not a bad thing at all to check in with your partner. Right, like she's gonna do whatever it is she wants to do, but it's not a bad thing at all to check in with your partner if you're gonna be doing something like just plain and simple. Like oh, Well, it's wild. I mean, in no way does that make you a psycho. Now, if it's like, you can't, if I mean, if you can't eat without, someone else's permission, then I'm like, then okay, that's definitely a problem, right? But I mean, you're going out and about, you're gonna be hanging out with other people. It's not a bad thing to just give them a heads up, like, hey, babe, I'm gonna be hanging, so and so, blah 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 blah. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, oh, shoot, did I? Wait, what? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I thought I lost a comment. Okay, my first thought was that she wanted a new bikini for this year. If Buddy had given it any thought at all, he knows she was probably going to wear it around him the next time they went to the beach, and all these guys went straight for all the men. For all women are cheaters. Shake my head. Okay, that is honestly the most fair comment that we have seen. Hands down, the most fair comment that we have seen. Yeah, that's actually that's a great point that this person made. Hey, yo, shout out to, I guess, Cats Foland. Shout out to them. This was by far the best comment that we see. I mean, like, because I mean, all these other comments were just people not debunking a single thing that was said. Just being like, oh, if well, I wouldn't sleep with my female friend. I was like, okay, that that's you. I mean, that doesn't say anything about your female friend. Like, that's just you. Oh no! Don't tell me I lost the comment. Oh no, no, okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. But yeah, this is honestly by far the best comment and the most fair comment that we've seen. Is that she could have just simply wanted a new bikini, right? And she could, and it's very possible that she would just be wearing that bikini around him, right, around her boyfriend, right? Like yeah, no, it's hey, it's a bit unlucky or unfortunate or whatever the case that hey, her guy friend got to see the debut before the boyfriend. Hey, he down bad for that, but it's very possible that I mean, like, she's not cheating, right? And it could be a situation where how, like, some of these dudes on here, like, oh, I would never sleep with my female friend. She could be the female who would never sleep with her guy friend. Who knows, right? It's possible, right? For sure. Because once again, kind of back to the the high school days. Like I said, bro, like, I had homies who were down atrocious, right? I mean, carrying the girl's books, picking up her bag, just doing anything, everything for her, right? And these girls probably, because I mean, at the time, back in high school, I mean, they weren't, they weren't getting anything from it, right? But I mean, who knows what happens after high school? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Like, from the girls, I mean, like, yeah. To me, it's obvious, and to all the friends, it's obvious that okay, a homie is down bad for so and so girl, right? But to the girl, well, it's probably obvious to her as well, that homie's down bad for her, right? But she could be lying to herself, or just simply view him as a friend. I mean, you don't. Let me say it. Let me say that. Let me edit that. You don't necessarily have to be lying to yourself to simply view them as a friend, but they could be lying to themselves in terms of acting like he's not down bad for them, or pretending like they don't notice it, type stuff. But but if you're pretending like you don't notice something, then you definitely notice it, right? But either way, like, that part is irrelevant, because either way, they could, in fairness to them, just view him as a friend, because that's the thing. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter, what he does or doesn't do, or whatever the case, right? Like if they're not into him, they're not into him. Simple as that, right? And there's nothing you can do to change that, and that's completely fair. Both sides, every side, whatever side, right? Like if you're not into a person, you're just not into them, and it does not matter what they do for you. You're not going to be into them. Simple as that, right? Like when you meet a person, you're into a is either you guys have that spark or you don't. Right? Yeah, it's that simple. Either you guys have the spark or you don't. Right? So there's nothing that a person can do that's gonna make you like more into them. If you're just not into them, you're just not into them. Right? Maybe I shouldn't say there's nothing, but for the because technically speaking, anything is possible. But it's like for the most part, it's like, hey, try to win the lottery. Like you have a better time trying to win the lottery than trying to get trying to get a girl who was not into you upon initial meeting, whatever the case. Right? I mean, you got a better chance trying to win the lottery than trying to get her to be into you, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah, you have a better chance trying to win the lottery than trying to get someone who's not into you to be into you. Yeah, like anything is possible, right? Anything's possible, but is the chances, go try to win the lottery, bro, with those types of chances. So yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like it's very, very possible. At the end of the day, it's very, very possible that um the female friend does not see the guy friend in that sort of context, right? Where she's, where she wants to be with him, blah 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 blah. It's very possible, right? But at the same time, too, you don't know since you're not in her brain, and that's where the insecurity can come from, because it's like you do not know. Right? Because that's the thing, because I mean someone can give you the word like oh yeah, no, we're just friends, blah 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 blah. Right? And in fairness, I mean that could that can be the case, right? Like she is, it's possible. At the end of the day, I mean you don't know. Right? And you and in a lot of cases you don't want to find out the hard way, or the worst way, worse, because that's the thing. I mean, so you're gonna you stick around, you're gonna find out. Hey, you gonna hey, you might find out, and what you find out is worst case scenario. So that's the thing, like it's fair um for people to have, whoever friends, right? But it's also fair on or it's also fair for the partner to be uncomfortable, with the whoever friends, if that makes any sense. Because I mean, you only because I mean, we're not mind readers, right? We're not Professor X, right? It's like the only thing for a fact is his what's going up in here. You only know your own thoughts, right? Like someone can spit uh an amazing game. I mean, someone can tell you everything you want to hear, right? That doesn't make it true. Simple as that. A person can tell you everything you want to hear. It doesn't make it true. She could be like, "Oh no, we're just friends. I don't see him like that." Blah 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 blah. It doesn't make it true. Right now, yes, on the other side of this, right? I mean, this is why I said it's like a dice. We're past the coin. This is like a dice because there's so many different sides to this. But on the other side, yes, you should, in theory, in a good theory, you should be able to trust your partner and all that type of stuff. But on the other side, this is the real world. This is not the ideal world. This is not the fantasy world. This is the real world. And in the real world, people, not everybody can be 100% trusted. Simple as that, right? It is what it is. Because if you could just, if everybody could 100% trust their partner, cheating wouldn't even be a thing. Think about it. Think about it. If everybody could 100% trust their partner, cheating wouldn't even be a thing. Which is why, when people say, because we saw it up here earlier, um, like, oh, they don't understand trust because they know themselves will cheat. Like, nah, nah, that is not the case. But there was another comment. Yeah, I get mentioned. Yeah. This is the comment I was looking for. Yeah, I get mentioned it to her if he's concerned, but not taking her at her word definitely means there's other issues going on in his head that he needs to talk about. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, there doesn't have to be any issues going on in his head. I mean, it could just be just that simple. Like, I mean, he's uncomfortable for a reasonable reason. Um, So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be any issues in his head. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, if you could take everybody for their word, right? There'd be no such thing as cheating. Simple as that. Like, but not taking her at her word definitely means there's other issues going on in his head. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Right. Because if if every partner was perfect, you could just be like, boom, okay, you're not cheating, okay, good, and and then leave it at that, right? Okay, that's just a friend. You don't seem that way. Okay, cool, boom, and just leave it at that. Like, if that was the case, there would be no such thing as cheating. No such thing. No such thing. Because I mean, like, because no partner goes into a relationship talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you. Like, no one does that. Right? Like, no partner goes into a relationship talking about, oh yeah, my guy friend that you definitely need to worry about. No one does that. Right? They all go, no, cheating's bad. Oh, don't worry about him. He's, blah 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 blah. He's nothing to worry about. Blah 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 blah. They don't go away and talk about, oh yeah, you need to worry about him because I got the hots for him. Like, no, no. So that's my thing, bro. Like, if it's does not mean that he's got issues going on or mental problems, whatever the case. If everyone was just willy-nilly trustworthy, cheating would not exist. Simple as that. It would not exist. Right? Like, there would be no such thing as cheating. No such thing. So that's kind of my point. But back down to this person, so once again, shout out to this person, this cat fallen individual. Shout out to them because they had the most reasonable comment that we've seen. Like I said, because in fairness to them, it is true. Like, yeah, the dudes did go straight to, all women are cheaters type of mindset. That is true, and they brought up a great point. Is that she is very possible that she was just gonna, like, that she might not have even thought anything of it, because she views that guy as just a friend, like a purely platonic friend, and she was gonna wear the bikini around her boyfriend, just the same, and she didn't think much of it, right? She probably thought it looked good on her, or I should say probably, she possibly thought it just looked good on her, and then that's all there is to it, right? Like, that is a good a good possibility, right? Yeah, that's a good possibility, in fairness to the girlfriend in this situation, right? She said she needed a new bikini. Her friend asked, invited her to the beach, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, he saw the bikini, and then he was kind of, he was feeling some type of way about it, right? So there's something to it, or am I just reaching, like she said? But once again, I mean, it's something I say. Two things can be true, right? Like, he can be fair in feeling some type of way about it, but she could have just been, just simply chilling, right? So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But at the end of the day, though, I mean, you only know for a fact about what goes on in your head. Like, you don't know what goes on in anybody else's head. I mean, you can guess all that type of stuff, but you'll never have 100% accuracy. You'll only have, yourself, right, to rely upon. So that's the thing, right? It's like, like these girls, some of them, not not all of them. Yeah, like they can definitely, like some girls, yeah, they can definitely still be loyal, all that type of stuff, like genuinely loyal, and genuinely, that guy friend is just, you know in their mind purely platonic. They have no interest in him whatsoever. But it's also fair for the dude to be like, whoa, wait a second, because you because as a dude, you just know how dudes are. Right? Whatever the case may be, right? Or that, hey, like, you're attracted to her, so it's like, what's stopping guy X from being attracted to her? Nothing. Right? Who knows? So I mean, it all goes both ways, right? And like I said, and then I mean, yeah, it really is like this person said, right? And the irony, once again, to some of these comments is they're like, oh, like where was it? 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 No, not that one. Um, yeah, like, yeah, I think it was these comments. Yeah, 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 yeah. This one in particular. There's someone with a few female friends. Blah 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 blah. Sleep with them was the first thing from my mind. And then this one was like, it's completely possible to be friends with someone without being attracted to them. It's just somehow impossible for both parties to feel that way at the same time. I mean, no, like, anything is possible, right? Like, I mean, yeah, it is possible for both parties to not be attracted to someone, but these are definitely like the the more likely scenarios than those. And then, because once again, just like this person's comment, some with a few female friends sleeping with any of them is further safe from mine. Sleeping with one of the boys, just never do it. So yeah, that list is total BS. Nah, like, literally nothing about this comment debunks this list. Okay, so you wouldn't sleep with any of your female friends, but what about your female friends sleeping with you? You can't speak for them. You can only speak for you. Like, that's the thing. Like, you cannot speak for anybody else but yourself. Right? You cannot speak for anybody else but yourself. So that's the thing, is that, I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, this list is still pretty accurate, because these people are like, oh, I wouldn't sleep with so and so, blah 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 blah. Okay, but that does not say anything about your friend, right? Oh, the only woman at the office, and you have this one very good friend at the office, you know him more than a decade. Okay, cool. You known him for a decade, cool. It's like, good for you, I guess. Right? Oh, you have an opposite gender friend. Okay, good for you. Right? But I mean, that just speaks for your side of things. That does not speak for their side of things. So, like, that's, yeah, like, that is the thing, right? Like, just because you wouldn't sleep with them doesn't mean, if given the chance, they wouldn't sleep with you. Right? Like, like, so that's just what it is, right? Like, you can you just fall into number two. They want you, but you don't want them. Like it could be that simple, right? It could be that simple. But like I said, I mean, it's still possible for a genuine platonic friendship, right? But but it's it's one of those things where, like I said, it's like, hey, anything's possible in life. But it's like, with those chances, you might want to go win the lottery real quick. It just is what it is. But it's all possible at the end of the day. Oh, but then like hating on the person that mentioned like friends with benefits. Like that was like the first comments were hating on the friends with benefits guy. It was like saying, oh, as if he has a choice. One guy said like as if he has a choice. It's like, bro, like that's not bad advice at all though. Like if you are feeling insecure about your relationships with whoever, I mean that's not even a that's now the problem with this comment is that they started. I think this is the one where they started calling the women hens, right? Is it only have friends with benefits? Is it wait, oh maybe it's oh yeah, it is yeah, it is. That's the problem with this comment. They started calling women hens, I think. And I mean oh, so isn't a hen like a chicken or something? I'm no animal expert. But that's its own issue. But just the friends with benefits point though is still valid. Because it's like if yeah, because real talk is like, hey, if you're not feeling secure, if you're feeling insecure in a relationship, then maybe it's better for you to just be friends with beneficial factors. Because then when it's just friends with benefits, then you're just like, okay, your mindset is just like, okay, they can do whatever. Right? And they can do whatever. It's not your problem. It's not your concern. It is what it is. But hey, if she want to go to the beach, because I mean, then on top of that too, I mean, she's probably not even gonna tell you she's gonna go to the beach with some other dude, right? She's just gonna do it. Right, right. And then while she's doing that, hey, maybe you're calling some other girl to the crib. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? All right. Who knows? Who cares? It is what it is. Right. So I don't know why this person was just clowning on them for saying, like he has a choice. La 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 la. It's like, bro, like it's not. It's not the worst advice. It's actually a solid advice. It's like, okay, hey, you don't. If you're not feeling it, bro, hey, you're not feeling it. Hey, just don't. Hey, just worry about you. Which there's nothing wrong with that. And I mean, I think that can apply to, like, yeah, like I said, that can apply to I mean, all the genders, bro, all sides of the spectrum, man. Yeah, that can apply to all sides of the spectrum. I mean, like if you're like feeling now, the thing about it though is that because everything has its positives and negatives, right? The positives of the whole friends with the beneficial factors, is gonna be, hey, you're not gonna be worrying about what they're doing, at the same time though, like they could be doing some craziness. you know who knows, and yeah, I mean that craziness could be something that you then might ironically need to worry about, depending on how crazy it gets. Right? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Right? Whereas if you're in a committed relationship, right, there is in theory supposed to be that peace of mind that okay, she ain't, she she ain't gonna be doing, or he ain't, or they ain't gonna be doing, some crazy shenanigans behind your back, and then bringing it to you type stuff, right? So that's like the positives and negatives. But regardless, though, I mean, like I've said before, man. Hey, if someone wants to cheat, they will. Right. So that's the thing. So yeah. So one thing about the whole friends with benefits stuff is that it doesn't really solve any problems. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it doesn't really solve any problems because it's like, okay, well, technically, if y'all are just friends with benefits, it's not cheating. But say that the person you're hooking up with, catches an STD, and do not wish that upon anybody. And then boom, they bring that back to you. It's like, oh my gosh, you know. But at the same time, you could be in a relationship with them, and then they could just straight up cheat. So it's like, I mean, either way, you could just be screwed over by being intimate with the wrong individual. Either way, right? Depending on I guess if you're using protection, not, but protection doesn't even protect against all STDs. I mean, there's still some STDs that can move around it, and you do not wish that upon anybody. 0%. Man, it's terrible. And man, I mean, wish there, if anything, wish there was a cure for all STDs. Like, straight up. Straight up. But, that is, once again, though, I mean, we do not live in a perfect world. We live in the real world. Where, unfortunately, there are STDs, which sucks. But, I am no freaking doctor or scientist, so I do not know how to make a cure. If man, hey, if I did, your boy would have the cure in a heartbeat. Because I would not want anyone to have to go through having STDs. I mean, that just sounds like it sucks. So that is what it is. But yeah, like that's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just about It's like I said. Hey, wait, what do I say? Like my mind just blinked. Oh, find someone who's just like you and you're chilling. Unless you're a toxic person, then hey, it's gonna be a freaking roller coaster of a relationship to say the least. Right? Yeah, it might be a rude awakening, straight up. Um, but for real though, I mean, like if you're like a genuine, solid individual, if you find someone who's just like you should be chilling, right? And then if you're toxic, oh hey, it's rude awakening season. That just is what it is, right? You're gonna get a taste of your own medicine real quick. But other than that, though, I mean that's just I think that's just the play, right? Like if you find someone who's nothing like you whatsoever, hey, that could be a miserable experience. Who knows? I mean, it could be fun in the beginning, but then when you're like, man, this person is nothing like me, it can definitely become annoying. So that is what it is, man. But I do, man. I really like this person's comment right here though, because this was a like a really like eye opening one. It was like, oh, that is a great point that they made. Like she could just have been, she she very easily could have worn it around her boyfriend whenever your boyfriend was free, right? But it also goes back into something that I've said before. I'm like, hey man, like I don't know, like hey, like hey, like I said, I mean, in fairness, right? You know, is in fairness, she could be, uh, like I said, like she could be the one friend zoning, homeboy, whatever the case, right? But at the same time, too, it is weird in my book. Like, if you have a boyfriend, but you're going to hang out with, oh gosh, I gotta stop doing that, with another dude. Like, that to me is still weird. Like, no matter what the circumstances, I mean, unless that's like, your brother, or unless it's family, blah, 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 you understand, family stuff. But that's like a guy friend. Like, it is still weird. Like, no matter what the situation is, it is still weird in my book if that is your boyfriend or Christian. If you have a boyfriend, but and it's the same thing. You flip the script. It's like I think it would be weird if I had a girlfriend, but then I was going to hang out with some other chick. I think that would be weird. I feel like that would just be a bit disrespectful to my girlfriend. It's like if I have free time and I have a girlfriend to then spend that time with a female friend, right? Like she's not family or anything. She's just a female friend. I feel like that'd be a bit disrespectful to my girlfriend, especially if I have the time. And then if my girlfriend does not have time to spend to spend, if she is unable to spend time with me in that moment, I can just wait until she's free to spend time with her. Right? Wait until our schedules line up. Or if I really, really, really want to hang out with someone, just hang out with one of the homies, one of the fellas, right? Simple as that. Hey, I'll go hang out with Omni. If he's free, hey, I'll go hang out with Omni. Simple as that. For those that don't know, Omni and I went to high school together, right? That's the homie right there. But yeah, like it's as simple as that. Like if if I have a girlfriend, right? She's not free, but I'm free, right? I want to do something, I can just, wait till our schedules line up. Or if I'm like, man, I really like, like the Black Adam movie, for example, right? Hey, like if I want to go watch the Black Adam movie, and which might be coming out pretty soon, actually, I think. Yeah, I think it's coming out pretty soon. It might already be out. I don't know. Yeah. It's like if I want to go watch the Black Adam movie, right? But I have a girlfriend. I'm not gonna go watch the Black Adam movie with some female friend, right? Like either I'm gonna wait till my girlfriend is free to watch it with her, or I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Omni, you want to go watch the Black Adam with me?" Boom, or or I watch it by myself, right? But I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, yo," like if my girlfriend is Rachel, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Alicia." Or Ayo, Jessica, whoever. I'm just making up names. I don't know what Alicia. I don't know what Jessica. I don't know what Rachel. Just making up names. I'm not gonna be like, hey yo, Alicia, you want to go see Black Adam with me? I like that would kind of. I feel like that'd be disrespectful to what was the girlfriend's name? To Rachel. That would be disrespectful to Rachel. Yeah, like if Rachel's my girlfriend and Alicia is my female friend, I'm not gonna go, hey yo, Alicia, let's go see Black Adam together. Like what? So that's my thing. So I mean, you flip the genders around, same thing, right? So it's a bit weird. Like, hey, like what, and once again, back to the friend list thing, right? Where is it? This one. Yeah, back to the friend list thing. Like it's possible that hey, I don't see Alicia in a sexual way at all, right? It's possible I have zero attraction to Alicia whatsoever, right? Like that can be a thing, but it can still be disrespectful to Rachel, right? Two things can be true. It can be true. Hey, I don't have any interest in Alicia in that way whatsoever. But at the same time, it can be disrespectful to Rachel if I'm date, if I'm dating Rachel, but then going out with Alicia, it's like for what? Like, you have a girlfriend. So that's the thing. Like it's fair at the end of the day. Even if this girlfriend's not the cheating type, right? Even if she ain't the cheating type whatsoever, not in her blood, not in her DNA, not in her soul, not in her heart, not in her mind or whatsoever to do such a thing to her man, even if that is the case, and hopefully that is the case, right? You hope so. You like you hope she's not gonna cheat on him. Right? I don't wish cheating upon anybody, but even if that is the case, right, it's still a bit weird for her to go to the beach with another dude at the end of the day, which was what was which is kind of along the lines of this. Now, um, oh yeah, that's right. I can't highlight words on the screenshot. Now, one thing about this though, oh, you gave permission now, which now this person up here was getting really, really, really carried away with the psycho talk. There's nothing psycho about what's it called, the permission. Now, I will say this: like, you cannot force anyone to do anything. Absolutely not. Hey, what's good, Epic? What's good? What's good, homie? But yeah, you cannot force anybody to do anything. But but there's definitely situations where it's just the respectful thing to do to hit up your partner and be like, hey, I'm gonna be, over here, blah 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 blah. Whatever the case. Now they cannot force you to go, they cannot force you to not go. They cannot they can only say, hey, that's cool, or I'm not really cool with that, right? But they cannot force you to, they can say they're cool with it or they ain't cool with it. That's it. Right? But you can do whatever the heck you want, but at the same time too, hey, if you do something that your partner says they ain't cool with, don't be surprised if they leave you. It's it's that simple, right? So I mean, that's what it is. But that person got really, really carried away with the whole psycho comment. Like, it doesn't make anyone a psycho if they're not cool with something. Now, excuse me. Now, it would start making you a psycho if you're like, hey, you can't even eat without my permission. Like, whoa, excuse me? No, 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 no. Right, like, yeah, like if someone's trying to control, like, like your every, like literally your every action, whatever the case may be, like, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go here, you can't go there, blah 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 blah. You get the point. Like, if they're trying to control your every action, then okay, yeah, that is definitely some psycho behavior. Well, I like how I was scrolling like all the way up, and then it's literally just right here. Just one comment above. Um, but yeah, that's all there is to it. Like, it's the respectful thing to do to give your partner a heads up. Like, if you're gonna be doing something, right, that's like, semi, even if it's a semi special, right, like, you're gonna be doing something, you're gonna be out and about, whatever, hanging with somebody else, it's the respectful thing to do, to be like, hey, I'm gonna be over here, right? But once again, like, it's the respectful thing for her to have given him a heads up, but it's also still weird that she even went ahead to hang out uh with homeboy over there, right, at the beach. Like, it's like, it's respectful she gave her boyfriend a heads up. It's weird that she's hanging out with him though, right? Because it's like, wait, if maybe you have a boyfriend, shouldn't you? I mean, y'all live an hour away from the beach, so you could just like, you can just politely turn down homeboy and then go to the beach with your boyfriend. Right? So that's kind of the thing. So, but it's also fair if she is not at all interested in homeboy. Yeah, it's fair. Like it's it's fair. Both ways, every way, whatever way, it's fair. And it's fair. Dude was feeling some type of way about it. He was like, "Dang, like she wore a revealing bikini with this dude as Hannah. Hey, that that'll put your stomach. Not in a hurricane, but that hey, you see your girl wearing something with another dude. Hey, real talk, bro. That will put your stomach in a blender. Not a hurricane. Like hurricanes the worst, right? And like, but you gonna get some like it's like a blender. There's blender, there's a tornado, and then there's a hurricane. Hey, it'll put your stomach in a blender, right? Like it'll put it in a blender. Like, whoa, wait a second. Well, or you get just a sprinkle of anxiety, just a sprinkle. Like it's not gonna be a downpour of anxiety, but it'll be a sprinkle. You might wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. But it is what it is. But like I said, hey, shout out to this person though, because they had the most reasonable comments that we've seen. And I don't really feel like going through all the comments, so we leave it at this comment. But yeah, this was the most reasonable one for sure, for sure. But it is what it is, bro. But yeah, they're not wrong. All those dudes definitely did go straight to cheaters, bro. But I mean, not all women, but some women do be cheaters. It is what it is. And but cheating, I mean, happens. Every way. Whatever. Every gender, every whatever, bro. Guys cheat, women cheat, in betweeners cheat. Hey, bro, they it's all around. It's all around. But oh, but what was I gonna say? You know what the problem is? I'm not being too serious about this. If only I could create a female version of myself. Yo, yeah. Man, you and we not letting you off the hook for your whole step sister show that you be watching. Hey, you not off the hook for that one yet, Epic. You talking about a female version of yourself. This guy, you watching the freaking stepsister show or whatever it was. Yo. Oh, but you know what, yo, that's the thing though, is that they have not since the Jada situation, there has not been any female cheating scandals. Like, yo, bro, there was like back to back to back male cheating scandals in the news, bro. With that one dude from the Try Guys, to what's his name, Adam, to I think it's Ned from the Try Guys. I don't keep up with them, so I don't really know. But then Adam Levine, I'm like, to freaking to Ime Udoka. I'm like, dang, bro, 3 male cheating scandals in a row. For what? Dang, bro. Like, where are the female cheating scandals, bro? The last one was Jada. That was the last cheating scandal for women, bro. It's crazy. Like, but like I said, in real talk though, I genuinely do not wish cheating upon anybody. Like, no, 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 no. We do not wish that upon anybody. But meme talk, there have been back to back to back male cheating scandals. Like, hey, the fellas are down atrocious, bro. Hey, the fellas are down atrocious. It's like, no, there's no freaking female cheating scandals to where guys can be like, hey, women ain't shish. Bro, yo, the ladies was cooking dudes on Twitter, bro, talking about, oh man, all men cheat, uh, all men are trash. I'm like, dang, bro, like we gotta, like we really gotta take this right now. Freaking Ime Udoka, Adam Levine, and that dude from the Try Guys, but it is ruining men's reputation back to back to back, literally all in the same month. For what? Why? Yo, but Adam Levine was the worst with it. This dude, Adam Levine, was trying to name his children after a sneaky link. Who does that? This guy's a psycho. That's a psycho right there. That is a real psycho. This dude, Adam Levine, probably named all of his kids after women he's cheated with. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Crazy Diamondo. For real. Like, who does that, bro? Like who hits up a sneaky link like, hey, what do you think about me naming my kid after you? What? No shot, bro. Oh, that guy is yo, that's some buffoonery right there. Yo, like, and that like the ironic thing is, actually, I don't know if ironic is the right phrase or the right term to use, but yo, without a doubt in my mind, he probably thought nothing of it. Like, straight up. He probably thought it was normal, it was cool. Bet you he's done it with all his other children. Hey, bet you them kids is named after some woman he's cheated with, bro. Man, hey, I feel bad for those kids and I feel bad for that wife, bro. Like, she legit gonna have to like go through Adam's phone, right? Like, hack into it or whatever. And I mean, then now the kids gotta worry about, oh my gosh, bro, did dad name me after a mistress? That's terrible, bro. That's terrible. Like, how do you, uh, yeah. Yo, this dude gonna name his kids after a mistress, bro. Oh, that's terrible, dude. Like, no way. No way that's what we're doing right now, bro. No way. I mean, you can't make that up. Naming your children after a mistress. Who does that? This guy is a jabroni. Like, he's a certified buffoon. Oh my gosh, bro. Adam Levine with the fumble of the century, bro. Like, oh man. Like, has his wife divorced him yet? Yeah, I need to look it up. I need to look this up real quick. Yo, has Adam Levine's wife divorced him yet? I mean, she probably trying to, lawyer up or something. What? Bahati Prinsloo is standing by her man Adam Levine after cheating allegations rocked their marriage last month. The Maroon 5 singer isn't taking her loyalty for granted either. He's reportedly stepping up and making amends for the way he betrayed her and their marital vows. That Levine is so grateful. The supermodel is giving him another chance. Wow, bro. Well, I mean, in fairness, they have kids together, so that probably makes it harder. Imagine tattooing the name of every night of every nightstand on your body. Oh my gosh. Yo, he does have like yo, oh, does he have his kids' names tattooed on his body? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, this guy, hey, he a menace, bro. He a menace for real. He a menace to society, bro, to his own household. He is a menace. Wow, she's giving him another chance. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Well, I mean, it's gotta only be because of the kids, right? Like it's probably like what? Oh, yo, it's probably one of those things where like, oh, because what's it called? A prenup or something? Like you get married, but if you sign a prenup, then when you divorce, everyone just keeps their own money. Yeah, I would not be surprised if low key if that's why she didn't divorce him, because it's like, oh man, like you divorced the guy but you can't get anything from it. And then you got three kids, and nowhere near the income that he has. Yeah, that'd be tough. That would be the toughness for sure. So that's probably why. I mean, only logical reason is if yeah, that's the only logical reason is if she were to divorce him and get like nothing from it whatsoever. Then as okay, then she's not gonna divorce him, right? That's the only logical reason I could think of. Well, that and maybe just wanting to make sure that the kids have a father, I guess. Maybe, maybe. But oh man, that's yeah. He's the fumble of the century, bro. Man, that really just set men back. Bro, that set us back. Like the last cheating scandal that was popular was the Jada scandal. Bro, men were up tremendous. It was women ain't shish. Hey, can't trust these harlots. Hey, they all these entanglements. Men, hey, men only trust men. Some stupid. I'm just making stuff up. But still, but for real though, the last cheating scandal was Jada, as far as I remember. And then boom, just Emo Udoka cheating on Nia Long, Adam Levine cheating on his wife, the guy from Try Guys cheating on his wife. It's like, dang, bro, dang, back to back to back, all in the same month. For what reasons? Can't you guys pick a better time to cheat? you know, like, at least like spread it out throughout the year or something. I don't know. We're finished. Oh, okay. That's enough. We are finished.